gee, I'm gonna stake all of this and make a bazillion coins. Whoa, coins.
By Guthix, what is that equipment? Training on defensive style? That noob is going to get stomped by anything hardier than a goblin. And yet, I'm nostalgic. This noob isn't much different than I was starting out. Perhaps I could lend my knowledge. I could use a distraction anyway. Hey noob! Over here!
Hail, Boomer. What do you need from me, the mightiest adventurer of Lumberg?
You mean Lumbridge?
Yeah, Lumbrigade.
Mightiest? Ah, I was completely right.
Oh, my head.
Oh, stop complaining, noob. It's just a teleport spell. You'll get used to them. Very used to them. Anyway, welcome to the Flying Horse, best pub in Gielinor. I'm sure you're wondering why I've suddenly brought you here.
I think what you were looking for is kidnapped.
Ah, nonsense. You've not been kidnapped, only temporarily displaced. As you can tell by my expertise in magic, I was a mighty adventurer like you once. After seeing you struggle against those goblins, I've decided to make you my pupil. I'll teach you how to become the greatest adventurer Gielinor has ever seen.
Oh, really? Well, you can dip sauce me wherever then. Well, when do I get the steak?
The first rule is none of that goddamned sand casino. You'll only get scammed there. By Ash, I pray they nuke that hive of scum and villainy. And first, I need to tell you a story. The story of how I became the greatest adventurer in all of Kandarin, maybe even the world. And now stay a while and listen. I had journeyed from Lumbridge to Taverley. I had always wanted to journey Gielinor on my own 2 feet, and I finally had the chance. The local druids had put me up in a small guest house before my journey over White Wolf Mountain. I was quite sure of my skills then, and was sure I'd cross the mountain easily. I woke up early and bid the druids farewell. I began my climb, humming to myself as I hiked. Suddenly I was surrounded by wolves. They were biting and clawing at me. They tore at my backpack. I tried to fight them off, but they were too much. I ran for my life. I had escaped for now. When I checked my backpack, I found all my supplies were gone. My armor, my food, my gold. It had all fallen when the wolves attacked me. The druids would have happily helped me with more supplies, but with no supplies and no gear, how could I cross the mountain again? My situation was dire. I decided to head into the town and try to find some help. In Catherby, I found no assistance. I snuck into an attic to spend the night and just hope I wasn't caught. Oh, I need food. It's not noble, but given my situation, my best bet is to head to Ardoin, to the market and farms there, and hopefully beg something off of somebody. Unfortunately, Ardoin was in a dire situation, facing a plague, and I found no help at the market or the farms. With the plague looming, no one had time for an adventurer turned beggar. I can't just starve here. The farmer won't miss some potatoes. Oi, blimey! Yar, get out of me crops! After many attempts and many beatings at the hands of the guards, I'd become quite adept at thieving, and no longer had to worry about an empty belly. I even could steal right in front of their noses. But just as with White Wolf Mountain, the problem was not my skills but my hubris, and my troubles were just beginning. It all started when I was trying to steal an easy meal. Ha 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 ha! Nice try catching me, gents, but I'll see you all later. In the meantime, let's find a quieter place to eat. A quick nip into his garden, and we'll eat for days.
Oi! Get your hands off me crop! I'll let the guards have you, you thieving maggot! Thieving when the plague is on. Why, I oughta!
Don't take me to the guards. It's just, I'm starving, alright?
But you could help me.
Yes, of course. I love helping. Like a quest? I love quests!
You're gonna help me save my daughter in the plagued part of the city.
Starjoin? No!
Wait, is that the end?
Of course it's not the end.
I thought this story would help me be the bestest adventurer ever.
You have to realize, it's a long story. But for now, I'm tired. I'll finish telling you tomorrow. In the meantime, go train on rats in the sewer.
Ugh, I should have stayed in Lumbrig.
Hey there, everyone. I'm popping in at the end of the video here to essentially get you all caught up on what this account is and the progress so far. So in the background, while I'm talking about all this, there's going to be Tutorial Island and me actually getting the account to Kandarin, and then we'll talk about the actual progress that I've made so far. But first, let's cover what this account is and what this series is. So this account is a region-locked Iron Man. We are locked to Kandarin, or Kandarin only. As an Iron Man, we can use a bank, but we cannot trade other players. And no, it's not an Ultimate Iron Man because I am not a crazy person. I've wanted to make an Iron Man for a while, just because I think the game mode is really interesting. And I wanted to do a region-locked account because I think it changes the way you play the game, and I think that's really interesting. So, decided to do a region-locked Iron Man. I had the problem of figuring out how to make it more interesting, and that's what that story bit at the beginning of the video is. There's a line in one of Jimmy's videos that I was watching that really stuck with me. He's talking about why people play RuneScape.
The RuneScape story? That's the RuneScape story. Those numbers are the meat, the juiciness, your narrative, your plot twists. It's all right there.
So he's talking about how people play RuneScape and why. And yeah, the quests are cool, but the real story of the game, the story of any MMO, is your character and the stats you get, the quests you do, the goals you accomplish. And I thought, what if I made this like a D&D campaign where the goals that I complete and the stats I gain inform what type of character the main character of the story is, and use it to tell a story. So that's what I'm doing. And that's what that story bit at the beginning is. So you'll be seeing those as their own episodes or at the beginning or end of videos as it makes sense to do them. Probably when we get to major goals, that's when we'll have those. I'll edit them together and make them and write them and get my friends to voice them. I'm sure you noticed there was one actor who had a much less good mic. I did my best to make it sound good, but you can definitely tell that some of my friends do not have the same setup that I do for recording audio. His read on that line was just so funny that I had to put it in. I didn't want to have him re-record it or do it with somebody else because I just liked the way that he did it. So let's get into what progress we've done on the account so far. We're level 3. We're not allowed to take anything from Tutorial Island or the rest of Gielinor with us, so we had to find a way over the mountain. And I thought, I'm just going to walk through, and you may notice that I had a hardcore helmet because I was going to see how long I could last as a hardcore Iron Man. Yeah, the wolves really put a damper on that almost immediately, and we died. So, went back to Lumbridge and got some potatoes, and ate them, and managed to get over it that way. Just the potatoes, just having some food was enough, so that worked out. And then we immediately started thieving, because I'm doing the Iron Man thing of just getting a bunch of cakes. I realized I didn't know where a man or a woman was in Ardoin, so I had to go find those really quick and thieve from them. And then we started stealing cakes, like Lex Luthor in that one book. And we got a couple of random events, which was cool. And then I went and started the first quest in the Elves quest line. I can't remember whether it's Plague City or Biohazard. It's one of the two. But we went and started that, and I realized that we actually are going to have to do some other things before we can actually complete that quest. But we'll get into that with the next episode. Progress videos are going to be more frequent than the story videos because they take significantly less editing time and effort to make. My goal is to put out a progress video every week or two, as I'm making progress on the account. And I'm going to be streaming this account at my Twitch channel, so if you prefer live progress, you can come hang out there. And yeah, I think that covers everything I need to cover. If anyone has any questions about the account or just wants to give feedback on, my editing and everything, this is my first time trying anything like this. So I'd really love some constructive criticism and feedback. It'd be really great to help me grow as an editor and a video creator. So yeah, I really appreciate everyone watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you all in the next video. Thanks again. Bye-bye. I just barely noticed something. This 25 coins from Tutorial Island is still in here. No. We're not going to have that. Oh, wait. Yeah, withdraw it all. Get this dirty money out of my bank and replace it with this Kandarin only, this wholesome money right here. Fantastic.